Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about the Leica M2. I've owned the Leica M2 for about 4 to 5 years and I've really had some good experience with it. I brought it along for all my traveling trips overseas and they've done a pretty good job in capturing moments and photos that I really like. The Leica M2 was actually released after the very popular Leica M3. One was in 1954 and the other was 1957. So the Leica M2 was designed as a cheaper alternative to the Leica M3. And if you look into the second-hand market nowadays, you would always find that it is a lot cheaper than the Leica M3. And that is why I actually bought the Leica M2, because I didn't have the kind of money to spend on the Leica M3. It has no built-in light meter, no battery required, it's a fully mechanical camera, it has a built-in self-timer, its weight is 560 grams, just the body. It does not have a hot shoe, only a cold one. And the Leica M2 is a rangefinder camera, as most Leica M cameras are, which means it's easier and faster to focus. And you load your film from the bottom plate. It's really compact with a solid build. So a little story about my Leica M2. I was searching for a Leica M3 initially, and prior to that I didn't have much money, so which is why I chose the Leica M2. And I saw a deal came online on the forum. This guy was trying to sell off his Leica M2 for $700, and I immediately called him and met up with him and bought it off from him. So the body only cost me about $700, and I had a Voigtlander lens from my previous camera, my Bessa R4M. So it was the same mount, and up to today I still have it. It's still on my camera. I have yet to upgrade the lens because of the price of it. So far this 40mm serves me pretty well and I got used to it. It's the f1.4. So one of the issues with the Leica M2 that I have is that the loading takes some time in the beginning. So you would have to take out the spool, take out the bottom of the camera, and then you have to take out the spool and then slowly insert it into the spool and then load it up into the camera. At first it can get a bit difficult, and you will slowly get the hang of it. So another thing to note about the Leica M2 is the rewinding knob. So there's a button at the front of the camera which you would have to press it in, and then you can slowly rewind it. It sometimes gets a bit stuck, so you need to be aware of that. Another thing is that the counter at the top of the Leica M2 it's on the outside of the camera, and you would have to manually reset it every time you load in a new roll. So unlike the M3, it was inbuilt in the M3, but for the Leica M2 it's on the outside. So these are my thoughts for the Leica M2. If you've continued until this far, thank you for watching, and if you do want to support, please like and subscribe. Thank you.